गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। We will chant from verse number 84, 85, page 67. Sadasattva vivekasya prastutatvat sachintyatam asato vantara bheda आस्तां तच्चिन्त्यात्र किम् सत्वस्तु ब्रह्मशिष्टोंशः वायुर्मिथ्या यथा वियत् वासयित्वा चिरं वायोः मिथ्यात्वं मरुतं त्यजेत् मिथ्यात्वं मरुतं त्यजेत्. You have been seeing that the topic is going on the fallacy of the name and form. The 5 elements have to be falsified, but before that the space was falsified. And why do we perceive something as real? Because our attention is on particular form and particular name. Anything, when you see it daily in the same form, slowly sense of reality sets into it. Supposing every day you get up in the morning and you see a different face or a different person. So it will be easy to believe that body is not real. It will be easy for you to think that my body is not there, not real. Or you see a different set of relatives. Yesterday's mother, father is no more, today another set has come. Another set of husband, wife has come. It is good also in some manner. So, on trial basis. So, so what will happen? It will appear false to you. Or another house has come. An earlier house you cannot get back. Earlier husband, wife you can't get back. Earlier body you can't get back. You remember but you cannot get it back. Supposing, just I am hypothetically saying, this happened. And whatever things you had in the house also you can't get it back. If thus something happens, then it will be easier to believe that what I have will not be tomorrow and it is unreal. And you will be very detached because anyway tomorrow I am going to leave you. And you are going to leave me. But what happens? There is something called Kal. Kal or Prarabdha maintains the fixed shape of the body or a relation or a family or financial state or a house till that Prarabdha is remaining. You must have heard people say my financial shape is not okay. So there is financial shape, there is a relational shape, there is a domestic shape, there is official shape, there is a prestige shape. Every prarabdha comes in the form of a shape. And that shape will continue till that the karma is remaining and till that action is to fructify, that fruit will be intact. And because it is intact, and I am seeing the same thing, same body, same son, same daughter, same equipments. So slowly the sense of reality sets into it very firmly. And our vasana that this is real because it is seen becomes more harder and harder. And because I see my body daily, my notions daily, therefore their aware vasana is much more stronger. But what I am talking, okay, in one day it does not change, but in 40 years it changes, 30 years it changes, 50 years it changes. Everything changes. Relational, those whom you had relation with, sometime relation is not there. Those whom you are seeing daily, you don't know where that person is. What body you had seen in your childhood, that body is no more. Maybe you were very rich earlier, you are not that rich. Or you are not rich earlier, now you are rich. There are 100 things which you can't get back of your past, even in this birth. And therefore, and when you can't get it back, you use one sentence, everything appears like a dream. You use such statements that, Swamiji, 50 years have passed of my life and it all appeared like a dream only. Because of this reason. Because you can't see them back, neither can you get it back. There are mere memories remaining. Neither those experiences are possible. Neither those people are the same, neither relations are the same. And therefore you use certain sentences like that. But what is the problem when you see it as reality? So after I see something as real, this body is real, mind is real, world is real. So slowly, our Sukh Buddhis, have we set goals in that so-called real world, which is unreal? The goal in the unreal world will be unreal. When the unreal is the goal, then it can never be reached. I am chasing something which is not existing, which is the joy in the world, which is joy in relations, which enjoys my status or joy in my ego or joy in my vasana. And I keep on chasing the wild goose and I die. Then again I start, again I chase the same thing. And I am never able to get like that deer in the mirage water. He goes and runs and he sees there is no water, it is sand, but he sees water somewhere else now. Because the desert is very big. So when he can't see there at 1 kilometer, he sees after 4 kilometers. Again he chases again. So everybody has sense of joy, and naturally dukh will be the product of sukh only. Wrong notions, dukh, you will never have dukh unless you have sukh buddhi somewhere. If sense of joy was not there, then you cannot have sense of sorrow from anywhere. You said this person gave me sorrow. He gave you sorrow because you had a sense of joy in him. Therefore he gave you sorrow. The one on whom you have no sense of joy, you will not get sorrow from that person. Or this, my mind is giving me problem. Because sense of joy was in the ego, therefore the mind is giving like that. So from Sat Buddhi comes Mahat Buddhi, from Mahat Buddhi comes Sukh Buddhi, and from mutilated Sukh Buddhi comes solid Dukh then. It can be relational sorrow, it can be ego sorrow, it can be financial sorrow, it can be sorrow of bereavement, it can be sorrow of not getting a job, it can be sorrow of financial sorrow, and ultimately we keep on running on and off. Now we will not think, because Panchadashi talks from a little higher standpoint. Panchadashi will not talk about karma yoga, etc. Because Panchadashi is supposing that you are already matured student. So Panchadashi will not talk about sadhan too much. It will talk about sadhya only. And therefore many times you will feel, if I practice it, how will I work? Then do karma yoga, don't struggle here. If I see existence only in the space is real, unreal, they ask the question. If I see everything is unreal, how will I run the family? Who is asking you to see unreal? You are a student of Karma Yoga and you are sitting in the Jnana Yoga class. If you have so much importance on family, better sort that out, do the sadhana, study Gita chapter 3, 4, 5. You can become a student of Gita. Later on you can come to Panchadashi. But if you have such questions, that means for you the reality is very important, and therefore even if you study, you will not be able to practice it. You can understand, but you can't stand under it. So such questions come sometimes. Therefore I say that not everybody will be fit for that knowledge. Because if you practice it and you see everything is false, after that how will you see the children? And you cannot see it false also, because for seeing the false you have to see the mind first as false. If mind itself is a false, then is your body itself is a false, because false mind can't perceive. If you keep on thinking like that, then naturally you cannot work. You cannot work. You are in the empirical world. Jnana Yoga is not a good friend of Vyavhar. Especially if you are not still established in the knowledge. Like some elephant was mad. It had gone mad. So one Vedantin was walking. So that Mahat said, elephant is mad, get out. Get out, move away, he will hit you or crush you. So ultimately he said, no, elephant is false. Elephant came and hit him and put in trunk and threw him. He broke his head and everything. So he was very upset. He went to his guru, he said, you only said elephant is false, world is false, only existence is real. You said what you got hurt is also false. If you are saying about the horse, then your head broke. Even if you had died, that also was false. Why you are not holding when you say elephant is unreal, then you are also unreal. His breaking is also unreal. You are raw. भाई ये सब क्वेश्चन मत पूछो कि हाउ विल आई रन द वर्ल्ड. डोंट आस्क सच क्वेश्चन, फुलिश क्वेश्चन. हाउ विल आई रन माय फैमिली? You don't run. It is no question. This is that seeker is there who is extremely dispassionate, and most probably he is investing in time in these areas only. It is not that question that Gita will come then karmani evte adhikara yogastakru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. You have to go there then. You are catching a wrong flight if you want that goal. This is not your area. What, I should not listen to it? You may listen to it, understand the goal ultimately, but practice that portion which you are fit for. Because even if you try to practice, because you're such a strong doer and a strong enjoyer, I am Papa, I am Mummy, I am son, you cannot break this and say I am Drishta. For all time you are Daddy and Mummy, and for half an hour, 1 hour you will become Drishta. It's not possible. You will still become dad. And while becoming dad, you can't become seer. That I am seer. I am dad, but you cannot say I am a dad, but my son is false. You cannot say like that. You get angry with the teacher also. Why are you saying my son is false? My daughter is false. It will become a tragedy then. One of her brahmacharinis, you know that. She went somewhere in Johannesburg, in somebody's house, and there the Bhaj Govindam was taken. Bhaj Govindam, that where is son, Kastam Kuham Kutayata, who is your son, who is your daughter? And that person got upset. You were there. After that didn't call. I don't know called or not. But there was resentment to that idea. No need to tell that. You say, be inspired, you have a goal on life, live nicely, be detached. Such words may appeal him more, straight away say false. Ordinary person, because it is available, therefore, many times in the olden days, when the Vedanta classes were held, door was shut from inside. He said, not everybody should come and sit. You are unprepared to listen this. And you will conclude wrongly. Therefore, evening I never take Vedanta. You take such topics which is for everybody. Now understand that. But you are all mature when you are listening from 4 years, 5 years. Some are from 10 years, some are 15 years. Some are on the verge of realizing. So, only my request is, if you realize, please come to the class. Because our listeners are few, they are also going, whom will we talk to? Considering the consideration. Ultimately, we are giving the ultimatum. You will listen like a jnani then. Now, a jnani also listens. Don't think jnani doesn't listen. He listens to Vedanta. He also reads Vedanta. But he sees the book as a mirror. Jnani sees Vedantic text as a mirror. The seeker sees as a lighthouse and a ship. And samsari sees as a distant sun, which I can never reach. He has no hope that in this birth at least I can attain that. For one it is the sun, for other is the ship and lighthouse, it is a sadhana and sadh is given, and for the third it is the mirror. He sees, अरे हमारे बारे में तो बात हो रही सारी, हमें तो है existence. Oh, yes. Like you never say, I will go to the sun. So when the worldly person sees us, he says, it is not possible for me. I'm a practical person, man of reality. Let us do something pragmatic and real. Don't go and seek all these things. It is impossible. We cannot reach all these things. Those people had no work. They are in this ashram. And they are just, those who have no work, still they are writing all this and reading. They have no work. They don't know how much work is in the ashram. They have to come to understand so many things are going on. Anyway, so we heard that existence, please note, existence is not the nature. Three things I said, that you have to either differentiate between existence and space. Second was that the dharma and dharmi was exchanged. So make the existence the dharmi and the akash the space. Akash the dharma. And third was that akash is not real. Three points were there. And the same will be continued in the Vayu. In the Vayu, you heard that there are 7 points. Sat, Mithyatva and Dhvani. Sat, Mithyat and Dhvani was of the Akash, and 4 property were of its own self. What was the 4? Dehydration, touch and velocity and power. Gati and Veg. Now the 7 properties were, the 3 was borrowed and 4 was its own. Very good. And then if you remember, 1 or 2 questions were raised when it was said that the Dhvani is pervading. Then how it was said, you had said that Akash does not pervade. So we differentiated between accommodation and the sound aspect. One was intrinsic, other was not intrinsic. Accommodation is not the dharma of 4 elements, but the dhvani is carried because that is the guna. Then another question was raised as we had approached our completion of the class yesterday, that you are saying that other than real is mithya. So in that manner, if Vayu is different than the Maya, then because Maya is mithya, therefore Vayu has to be real. To that point it was said that this is different and therefore this happens only in Vijati Bhed. There are 2 totally dissimilar things are there, dissimilar species are there. Then we can say if A is not B at all, because A and B are not belonging to any commonness is not there. And therefore existence and the Vayu have Vijati Bhed. But the Maya and Vayu have Sajati Bhed. Because Maya also is mithya and the Vayu has come from Maya, therefore it is mithya. Therefore the rule which you have extended, don't extend that somewhere else's rule at this point. And therefore both are mithya and all Sajati will be mithya because they have the same nature of mithyat, whether it is Vayu or whether it is earth, anything is there. And don't bring this concept when we are discussing about Sat and Asat Vivek. Don't go out of the track. You are drifting away from our main point. Dekh rahe ho aap? So I hope you have understood. So 86 words we chanted. What is there? Sadvastu Brahma Shishtom Shah. 86 words. Vayur Mithya Yatha Viyat Vasayitva Chiram Vayoho Mithyatvam Marutam Tyajet. What it says? Sadvastu Brahma. So, Sadvastu is the real. What is real in the air is the Sadvastu. Shishtansha. Acha, ha. And other Vastu of that is unreal. What is the other Vastu in that? What is other Vastu in that? 6 more things. 6 more things in the Vayu. Remember? So, what is 6? Maya is there, then Shabd is there, And the four things of the Vayu called Shosh, Sparsh, Gati and Veg. So dehydrating property, touching property, the movement property and the power property. With cyclones etc. have that is called power, tornadoes or cyclone. They can smash the whole city. It's like they're devastated. They devastate it because it's not only air. Air is coming with terrible speed. So they can devastate the city, like it happened in Houston or in America, or in India sometimes it happened. So 6 things are unreal, and only one is real. See, Sadvastu Brahma, Sadvastu Brahma. After that, comma. And in the book you can make comma. Sadvastu Brahma. And after that, Shisht Amsha. Shisht means what is the remaining? Remaining Ansh Vayu Mithya. Everything what is remaining, 6 portions, they are Mithya. How? Yatha Viyat. Viyat means like the space. This whole thing, in one line he has revised everything. What he had told, he revised everything in one line. Acha, how is it that we have been telling it? That the existence is one without a part because it is in deep sleep or it is in pralaya, and that existence will not have any shape. It will not have any kind of a modification. It is of the nature of consciousness. It is of the nature of Purnatva. And therefore, when space will come, space has not come out of existence, space is shown on the existence by Maya. Space has not come out like the baby comes out from the mother's womb, or like the tree comes out of the seed, or like the milk comes out of the, or curd comes out of the milk, but it has come as the blueness of the sky comes on the space, where it appears only. Or the dream is on me. Dream does not modify me and comes out. In dream is shown on me, but I did not go through any modification. I was not modified after the dream. So without changing the existence, the space has come out, and therefore it is called mithya. Mithya. Be clear about it. Otherwise anybody will say, you all say world is mithya. The point is not what I realize. Point is what is true is true. There was one Sufi saint, her name was Rubia in Arabs. She said, if the hell is real, I'll go for the hell. And if God is unreal, I leave the God. Have so much insistence on the truth. It is so important. I have come for that final goal, what I want. I don't want to get into some hanky-panky things of the world. I have come for main issue. And this insistence is very required. And please know, this insistence is with your own self. I always say, be insistent in your sadhana. Be insistent in praying to the God. Insist a lot to the Lord. Be insistent in your discipline. Even if there's a lot of pain is there, still go for discipline. Right? But don't be insistent at all on the world. Because don't be insistent on any person. Don't be insistent on getting this thing from the fate, that I want this money, I want this person with me, he should have behaved like this, he should not be there. Loosen all these insistences and tighten this insistence on your sadhana, on your satsang, on your God. So this is the point which you had heard. So because the space is, and because from the space the Vayu is coming out, and therefore the Vayu is also superimposed on the Brahman. But we say the Vayu exists, or the air has existence. So we have again made the existence the property of the air, and the air has become substance. Air is becoming real and important. Like he is his servant. Now that master is important, not the servant. He is his servant. That means the master is only holding the servant. If he wants, he can drop the servant, or he can take the servant. Substance is important. So now we say the substance called Vayu is very important. Now, as if the Vayu will decide existence will be there or not. And then you say above there is vacuum, there is no existence of Vayu. Lo, existence is gone where vacuum is there. Where vacuum is there, above a certain troposphere and all these things, the space is there. There is no existence. There is no air there. And therefore we may use the word, scientifically you can use the word that there is no air. Air is not existent. Now because it was a substance, therefore when substance is not there, how can the attribute will be there? Because now you have made the air non-existent. And therefore for us something will exist, something is not exist. Something will exist, something will not exist now. This person was existing, now it is not existing. There is nothing called one thing which was existing forever. This is our false notion. Let us come to that point. Vasitva, underline Vasitva. There's a key line here. It's a key word here. What is the key word here? Vasitva chiram vayoho. So from Vasitva has come from Vasana. Create a Vasana of this fact. I'm repeating it. Knowledge is one thing, but the internalizing and changing our emotion is another thing with that knowledge. Unless knowledge becomes an emotion, you will never enjoy the knowledge. I say God is very good. God alone is there. God is the one who does everything. It's very easy to say that. God alone does everything for me. God is the one. But if God is the one, then He alone should be yours. Then other than Him, nothing else is there. When He is omniscient and omnipotent. Then when I emotionally connect to God, then only knowledge about the God has become emotion with the God. So knowledge should become my emotion. Like intellectually I realize my name is Sandeep, my name is Dinesh, my name is Pradeep, my name is Udesh, or my name is Safari. Well, whose name can be Safari? Just I'm saying, it can be Safari manlo. But intellectually also I know my name is Safari, and emotionally also my name is Safari. Not that emotionally I feel I am somebody else. So there should be no, like I say, oh, Guru is very big, no, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruvena. ये तो intellectually बोला आपने. But emotionally, do you feel that really Guru is Brahma? Guru gives you one tight slap, supposing, in this cold weather. And then you say, what? Brahma ji has come. Or Vishnu ji has come on my face because he is Bhagwan, so Bhagwan has the right to slap also. There must be some hidden meaning behind this. I'll find out later on, never mind. ये है. वो बोलते हैं it has become emotional matter. Because what will be your emotional, that alone will be interactional. Your emotion alone will peep out through your interaction. If I think you are bad, my notion about will be slowly peep out that he thinks I am very bad. Or if I am thinking, if I am emotionally very close, then that also will come out that, he is very close. He's showing that he is very, it is seen that he is close. I can see myself that I am close. So unless knowledge becomes an emotion, it will not benefit you a lot. And the process through which knowledge becomes an emotion is called your meditation, and it's called your contemplation. There are two words. They used to make fun of this. Rather not make it fun, but used to make it lighter. He said contemplation is the aircraft going on the runway. And meditation is like taking off. There is one book called Art of Contemplation. You can read it. It is a very good book. So, Art of Contemplation. There this line is there. So Vasitva means having internalized, having made it an emotional affair. Sometimes, so he became very, very emotional on this issue. So we are intellectually thinking that existence is बड़ा बढ़िया existence तो बहुत अच्छा है. Existence is the only one. I understood the class today. I made notes also. You stop making notes or what? Not getting the time. She is also not able to write notes. For your benefit, you write. You written? Achha, I didn't see. I'm getting Kriti's, inka mila tha. Kriti's writing. So by writing the notes, you revise the whole class once more. It's a discipline and it is little hard. Why? Arey, so much work is there. So you don't come to the class fresh. You know that this subject I have gone through. Otherwise, you here only open which page is there, I don't know. Why my bookmark also slipped away. Kahan se padhe? Then you start reading this. Well, this is done. Again you see this also is done. Again you see this also is done. ऐसे नहीं होता. Emotional matter is different. Emotional means you identify, then it becomes emotion. Understand? No? Supposing somebody says, the house next to next house is not looking good. So you will hear that. What does it matter if it is good or bad? I'm not concerned. But supposing you live here and somebody says the ashram doesn't look good from outside, then you become emotional on that. And how can you say like that? The ashram is looking so nice from outside. It is the best place of the Chatsworth. If you see top places there, are you blind or what? So, go and for your eye test. So, point is you become emotional about the ashram. If somebody says something, your father, your mother, your family, you become emotional about it. You may say by your own, there's another thing. But if somebody third person says about something, we are not happy. Because it is touchy matter is there. Or something about the dress somebody says, what you like, your caste, your religion. Somebody says existence may not be there. You will not become emotional. But no, existence is there. It's an emotional matter for me. Then you feel that is called you have developed vasana for that. That alone is there. Nothing else is possible. Nothing else is possible. आप जितना question करना हो कर लो. Don't say this philosophy says that. We bring anybody, we will see that. जो धर्म ले आना हो. Don't say all are going to the same goal. These are all flowery words. All religion take to the same goal. Maybe some things are common in all religion, I agree, but not everything is common in all religion, and their goals are also different. Islam says God is different than the world, different than you. Christianity says God is different than the world, different. कहाँ से गोल हो जाएगा? उनका गोल तो that Ishwar is there. You have to go to heaven. Their goal is heaven, and not the self. Their goal, not at all. Their goal is known. You go to heaven forever. Heaven भी गजब है इनका. You for the finite action you are getting infinite fruit. Because there is no rebirth. So that means this is the first and the last birth. इसके पहले कहाँ से बनी? Lottery system था क्या? How did the God make me born in this world? आप हमको बताओ God ने कैसे बना दिया हमको? But if there was no past birth, how I got this body? How come the jeep was traveling? How will you justify what situation is there outside? God was mad or what? To somebody he gave the shack, somebody he made the king. I don't want this crazy God. I'm better than him if he's like that. And after the death, okay, I did very bad action, I'll go to hell. Therefore, it is said Father of the heaven. He's the Father of the heaven. And I've done very good action, I'll go to the heaven. I'll be saved because Jesus saves. I will say like that. Understood, no? Jesus was working on a computer, it crashed. But all data were intact because Jesus saved. Earlier days, computer was, you have to put a save, then only it was saving. Now it is automatically saved. But earlier days it was, we have to deliberately save it. Otherwise you have gone, all has crashed now. You cannot retrieve it. अब बताओ, अब वो गोल कैसे हो जाएगा हमारा? यहाँ तो हेवन गोल ही नहीं है. In Hindu dharma, heaven is not the goal. Why? Because it is a product of action. It will end. Shine punne marta lokam vishanti. 9th chapter you hear that. Rather, Bhagavan has condemned this in 2nd chapter. Yami mam pushpitam vacham pravadantya vipaschita vedavadarata partha nanyadastiti vadinah kamatmana स्वर्ग पराहा जन्म कर्म फल प्रदाम क्रिया विशेष बहुलाम भोग ऐश्वर्य गतिम प्रतिम. बोले इसके अलावा कुछ है ही नहीं क्या? मे बी स्वर्ग इज अ मीन्स बट नॉट द गोल. अब बताओ कहां से सब एक हो गया? कहां से एक हो गया? और बता दे सारे धर्म की. बोले रहने दीजिए, डोंट से स्वामी जी, इट्स ओके. I'm just telling that we use very loosely the words. The aim of Vedanta is that you become one with the self which is infinite, which does not have any sajati, swagat, vijati, ved, and that you have no birth. You should not go to the heaven ultimately because heaven is finite. Heaven is finite. Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi निवास शरणम सुरत प्रभव प्रलम प्रलय स्थानम निधानम बीजम अव्ययम तपाम्यहम हम वर्षम दिगृण्यामुत्सृजामि च अमृतम च मृत्युश्च सदसच्चाम अर्जुन. फिर नहीं याद है? लो उसी को तो बता रहे हैं. यू हैव टू गो टू हेवन देन, सो यू कम बैक. Clear, Stanley? Some things are common. All religions say do good, be good. 10 commandments are there. I agree all that. Speak the truth. No religion says speak the false. Every religion says, don't trouble anybody. I agree with that. They say have compassion. I agree with that. They say remember God. I also agree with that. But that does not mean everything is same. You can work on same things if you want to. But don't they all is same. So what shall I do now? What shall I do? Vasitva chiram mayo vayo ho. Acha. So please note here. Vasitva chiram vayo ho mithyatvam. The Anvay will be like that. Vasitva vayo ho chiram. Chiram means for a long time, deep impression. Mithyatvam vayo. Find out how Vayu is mithya. It cannot be real. It cannot be real. Vasitva Vayu. Chiram Vasitva. Chiram means for a long time. Long time. For a long time make this impression. It will take time. Please note, it is easier to think that Vayu is mithya rather than my friend or my family. Why? Because from there is no ragdvesh. I have not thought. So therefore Akash and Vayu is still easy. Later on it will be difficult. I'll come to that. Akash is still easy to think. Okay, Akash is, I understand. Vayu is also mithya. Then what shall I do? Marutam tyajet. After that, give up the air. I'll die. No, not physically give up the air. Give up the reality of the air. Satya buddhi. Marutam tyajet. You give up the marutam. I hope this point is clear. Not clear? Very, very clear. I am very, very spashed. फिर से सोचो आप. Please note, to think you have to go back to deep sleep. First go to deep sleep. Second stage, go to pralay. Third stage, in the pralay, there is existence without a second. Fourth stage, how can world come out of existence? When only existence was there, you again put a question to yourself. Repeatedly you put a question. Always know in thinking, go step by step till you are matured. Go step by steps and take always baby steps. Don't try to hop and jump and leap. अच्छा हाँ एक कोई स्टेटमेंट मत बोल दो ऐसे. That is not the right way of thinking because you are not matured in that stage. Go step by step. Slowly you go. I hope you are here. Let us go ahead now. 87 verse. Chintayed vanyapyevam. Arey bhai, you can break it. Chintayet is one word. Vannim is another word. Api is another word. Evam is another word. But why they mixed it? No, it is not mixing. It's called sandhi. Sandhi. Chintayet vannimapyevam. Loudly. Vannim, not vanni. Vannim. Chintayet. Then second word is vannim. Not bahini. So, Chintayet is not that Chintayet bahini. It is vannim. Chintayet vannim. बोले बहनों का चिंतन करो. चिंतयेत वन्निम. Chintayet vannim appenam, because halant is there after that. Ma halant is there. So a is hidden. A. Please read. Chintayet vannim appyenam. Chintayet vannim appyenam. Maruto nyunavartinam. Brahmanda varaneshvesha. Brahmanda varaneshvesha. Nyunadhika vicharana. In the same way, chintayet, it is vidiling. One should contemplate, one should think. Don't think. In Vedanta, meditation is not that. Vichar hata do sab. Have thoughtlessness. All this is not meditation in Vedanta. It is not possible to remove all the thought. Why to remove that? Mind is meant to thinking properly. Meditation, have the mind empty of all thoughts. Be thoughtless. This is all not the meditation in Vedanta. It is not possible to be thoughtless. In Samadhi also thought is in a dormant state. Use meditation in Vedanta is you are retrieving the thought on the Brahman which you have heard from a teacher, which you are convinced in your room. And after conviction, I am taking that one thought or one conviction. It is not repeating. It is repeating the understanding that how can I be in the body? How can the world be real? How can the Brahman be finite? How can existence be something of the object? And you quieten your mind. This is called chintayet. This is Vedantic meditation. Acha. Again you remember. After that quietness will come. Just repeat it. How long? Till it goes into your subconscious mind. Like when you cook the rice. So rice is hard by nature. So you put it in the cooker or in your bhagona vessel. You put water. But water only will not cook the rice. Because it won't make rice, the water has to go inside into each rice. Each pore of the rice. Then you put some fire. And after the fire, the boiling water slowly percolates each rice grain. Therefore, rice swells up. Slightly rice will swell up. Then this is called meditation. Water has gone into the rice. And therefore, rice is soft by eating. If the rice you take like that raw, you will have stomachache because it is not cooked. Similarly with the potato. Similarly, allowing the thought to go inside me. how much? How much? Somebody hits you or somebody abuses me. At that time you should say, no, you are abusing to the body, but I am that existence. I cannot be abused. You can hit the body, you can kill the body, you can abuse the body, but I am not angry. Why? Because I am not this body. Because I am the existence. Like if you are in the dream and you know you are the dream seer and the whole thing is in you and you have the dream body. And if you know that I am not the dream body, although I am having a dream body by incident, it's an incidental appearance and somebody hitting that dream body and you know that I am the dream seer, at that time only you will not be reacting if somebody kills the dream body. Because you know I am not killed because of the dream body killed. Or somebody is putting garland after garland to the dream body, you are not very happy because you know this is also not real. And somebody says he is my wife, you are knowing that he is not the possibility. I am on the dreams here. This is called vasitva. It has gone into your subconscious and unconscious mind. In the dream also, when the jnani sees the dream, in the dream also he knows that this is me only. Dream also he sees the me. What you do whole day, that will come in the dream only. In the dream also you think class has been preponed now. Acha, from 8:30 the class has become now 7 o'clock. Swamiji will complete puja by 6. Oh my God. How will I go to Annapurna and come back? How will I do other work? I have to wash my clothes. In the dream you are thinking. Because here you are thinking about the class. When will the breakfast? Breakfast is from 6 o'clock. 6 to 7 is breakfast. How will Pankaj make breakfast? He will get up at 4 o'clock. You are thinking in the dream. 6 o'clock I have to eat. Yes, you have to eat all the breakfast at 6 o'clock. I am not hungry. Hungry or not question. You have to eat it. You have to create a biological cycle of hunger during the time. Acha, this is not a house. You have to create a biological cycle at that time. At that time and remove everything what is in the room, remove it. Then you will have automatically. This is called vasitva. When you get up, you say, thank God. No change is there. Swamiji has no word, we can capture at any time, in lasting in time. Vasitva chiram. Long time you have to do, create vasana. Please note, that means remove other vasanas. And this is where 95 seekers either fail or they are very slow in progress. Slow in progress of a spiritual path is only because they are not carrying their knowledge during their daytime. In the non-satsang time, in the non-sadhana time, they forget that there is nothing called non-sadhana time. All the time is sadhana time. इसीलिए गीता में repeatedly it is said, repeatedly, क्या बोल रहे हैं? That अनन्य चेता सततम यो माम स्मरति नित्यशा. Satatam is very important. Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smrati nityasha. Next line. Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smrati nityasha tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yogina. Satat word has been used. Ananyas chintayanto mam yojana mam paryupaste tesham nityabhyuktanam. Carry the knowledge. Let all the time have the background of this knowledge. Either have background of that I am devotee of the Lord. If you don't feel fit to it, either you have a background that I am the pure Brahman. But don't have a background, I am living as a one individual, I like this person, I don't like him. Those thoughts will come. I don't like him, I like him. Please correct yourself. Only if he has a mistake, supposing a leper comes. So leper is not bad. Why? Inside is God. Wrapper is bad, but God is inside the wrapper also. So intrinsically see the person. Don't see the person extrinsically. He does bad work. Bad work he may do, but he inside that is I'm treating to the God inside and not the externalities of that person. Like your mother may be old, your mother may be wrinkled lady, but you don't see that my mother is ugly. You won't say like that. Just because your mother has gone 80 year, 90 year, or she has wrinkled totally, you don't see she is an ugly woman. You don't see the woman only. You see much deeper in her, who has brought you from the childhood. Therefore, any age, the mother is always most beautiful lady of the whole world is that mother only. Similarly, the God, people around may do good and bad, but intrinsically they have the same Ram inside, same Hanuman inside, same Brahman inside. I hope you're understanding. Don't be superficial. If you are superficial, result will be you will be very disturbed. Why? Because superficial is the Maya. You are then dealing only with Maya and not with the God. You are all the time, your Maya is dealing with another Maya, and these two Maya will create lot of problem for each other. Both are Maya. And though both are in the realm, there is no stability in you, neither in that person. But moment you go deeper, you will become more quieter. Deeper you are, more quieter you are. More quieter you are, more your decisions will be quiet. Make yourself such that even if the war is going on, like Dronachar, he heard my son is killed, and he sat on the battlefield and went into samadhi. So have that kind of. It may appear a distant goal, so what? At least nothing wrong in dreaming. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, 10 years. If not after 10 years, 20 years. If not 20 years, next birth. But that goal, don't bring the goal down because you are not able to lift yourself up. I cannot get very good food. That doesn't mean I will eat beef. I cannot get the water. That doesn't mean I'll drink beer today because I didn't get the water. Although some people do like that. They don't drink water, they drink that only. So vasitva chintayet vannim appenam. Appenam means in the same word. Api enam, evam means in the same word. Which is again step number 1, 2, 3, 4 I told. Start from your deep sleep. From deep sleep go to pralay. From pralay go to existence. From existence go to how space comes out. From space how vayu will come out. Space existence is the same everywhere. And therefore I am that existence. Don't forget to equate this consciousness and that existence. Marutah vayu. Nyunvartinam. Because vayu is in 1/10 of the space. You heard this. Nyunvartinam means a small part of the space is vayu. Brahmanda Varaneshu. And Brahmanda Varaneshu means that similar condition will be applied with the extension of all the elements in the Brahmanda. That now lesser than the vayu is the Agni. Lesser than the Agni is the water. Lesser than the water is the earth. And Brahmanda Avaraneshu Esha. This will make the Brahmand by Nyuna Adhik Vicharna. That means all the elements together will be combining together, and that will make Brahmand, and slowly this will continue like this. Vayor dasham shato nyunaha. Please raise the volume. Vayor dasham shato nyunaha. Vannirvayau prakalpitaha. Puranoktam taratamyam. Dashamshairabhuta panchake. Now from the 1/10 of the Vayu is Vanni. Vanni means fire. Vayu in the air, the what is it called? Fire is prakalpitah, imagined. You have done the experiment on the candle. If you put a beaker, candle extinguishes because it was in the Vayu. Puranoktam taratamyam. In Puran, this taratam means prior and posterior. Prior and posterior is meant. Dashamshair bhut panchake. 1/10 of this is 1/10 of this, like that is there. It is said in the Puran. Bhut panchake. Bhut panchake means in the matter of the five element. Okay, I understood. Vannirushna prakashatma. पूर्वानुगतिरत्र च अस्ति वह्निस्सनिस्तत्त्वम् शब्दवान् स्पर्शवानपि. We'll see it tomorrow. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.